When did old Christopher Nolan come up to us and present us with the script? What was it, 2000?
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of the year, but he was under the script. We sat down with it, both of us, and we looked through it, and we read it, and we sped straight through it. It's like we already knew it, and that's because we did know what it was. It was the Sixth Sense. But when we told old Chris Nolan, he went nuts, didn't he?
Wouldn't accept
He wouldn't accept it. Threw my bookcase on the floor, hit my parrot.
Oh my god, it burst into feathers.
And I said, look at the script. The character name says Bruce Willis. I mean, how much more can you say? It was a great movie. I can see why he copied it. You know?
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's very Christopher Nolan.
I watched it twice.
You watched it twice?
That's how much I liked it.
So we sat down with Christopher Nolan. We said, okay, what are you trying to convey from this? And he just said, I really want Bruce Willis. But he was busy, so
No.
we had to give him Leonardo DiCaprio, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was not that.
He wasn't pleased with that either.
No. I remember when we first approached Tom Hardy for the role.
He was
In a cafe.
in the cafe, yeah. He
I
was,
spotted
wasn't he?
him as like, Tom Hardy!
Tom Hardy with a milkshake.
Yeah, he was having a nice big vanilla
You
milkshake.
don't see someone that size with a milkshake that often.
I said, do you wanna roll in Inception? And he nailed the audition, I thought. But he was doing his Bane voice.
Doing his Bane, he's always constantly wanted to do that from the start. Every single film I've seen in him, in the outtakes, he says, let me do one with this voice. I'm really good at this voice.
And he just...
Oh, hello!
Yeah, that's a good impression. That's a good impression. You
Yeah.
kind of do a better version than he did.
Than he did.
Than he does. And I've spoken to other producers, and they've said every film he does, he tries to do the Bane voice.
Just typical actor ego, isn't it?
Yeah, we wouldn't let him.
You had to be firm with Tom Hardy. Spit his milkshake. Said
You
no.
do.
Said no to another one.
He's one of those actors you just got.
You just got to you got to stamp your foot down. Say Tom Hardy, no Bane voice.
And from then on, he's wonderful.
He's fantastic.
Wonderful,
Really intense acting.
Witty remarks.
Pouty face as well. Kissable.
Very kissable.
Very kissable.
Yeah,
which is we needed a kissing factor in Inception.
Yeah, because Joseph Gordon-Levitt, although very handsome man, he's too slick to kiss.
Too slick to
I feel
kiss.
like you just slide off him.
He's too good for me.
A little
Bit of a demigod. Because I remember when we were filming that scene where all the water comes crashing into the hotel and in the dream, that big dramatic...
The big opener.
The
trailer shot.
The trailer shot.
Big moment.
A lot of money. And Leonardo DiCaprio, he was so unhappy at the beginning. He said, I've been drenched in water. You know, in the Titanic, I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of water. And he was wearing this silly little pirate hat. I don't know where he got that from. And I said, why are you wearing this hat? And he says, well, it's a dream. So what does it matter that I'm wearing a pirate's hat?
It was hard to fault his logic.
It is, but once again, he's one of these actors that you have to put him in his place. So I sat him down and I said, do you know how much money the studio is spending to make you look like a 40-year-old? Because you look like a teen from the moment you've stepped on cinema.
Fresh face.
All the time. He's not aged. Because he has the Benjamin Button syndrome. That's what the Benjamin Button's based on him, where he ages backwards. He's actually 60. He auditioned for the film but lost out to Brad Pitt, unfortunately.
Yeah, he did.
But anyway, he said, you know what, you're right. I'm an actor. I need to get wet. And from there, we created a beautiful friendship.
I remember shooting a lot of scenes in Morocco.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the sequences in India in the film were actually filmed in Morocco. And I remember being so hot all the time.
Just sticky.
It would always be so hot. I mean, the sequences are great, very intense, very close and hot.
Yeah.
And it was hot. In the script it said
hot.
Everyone is hot.
And everyone was hot. That's
hot.
Not effects. That's everyone actually hot in a hot place. And once again, Leonardo DiCaprio complained about that. Said, I don't want to be sweaty. He hates moisture. He's just Leonardo DiCaprio.
Too wet.
At his age, at the age of 60.
Leonardo DiCaprio is like a moth.
Yeah.
You know, like a dash of water on him.
He can't fly.
His magical dust falls off and he loses all his talent.
He just looks like a shriveled up old man.
Shriveled up, blubbering.
So that's why he's scared of moisture. You know, it's that typical actor thing of just acting like a diva. Don't get moisture on me. Don't get moisture on me. I need to remain perfectly dry.
Perfectly dry at all times.
That was in his contract. Typical. Can't get Bruce Willis, you have to get a moisture-free Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, keeping him dry.
Keeping him dry. And the 5 hours of prosthetics to get him to look like a 40-year-old man. I was never pleased at the ending. We were stuck on a halfway point because I said I wanted a solid ending of where you know what it is, and Christopher Nolan said, we'll have it a dream, but it's my wet dream. And I said, I'm not happy with that. You can't have the entirety, a $200 million film, and the ending is just the wet dream of Christopher Nolan.
But he'd already filmed it.
He'd already filmed it himself.
That was the first
little handy cam, just him jerking off in his hotel room.
He already edited it in.
And the worst part is that there's children in that scene.
Yeah, exactly.
No one laughs at a scene
children.
where, and we have to pretend to say that the kids were CGI put in, and they weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
They were horrified. And he showed it right at the premiere, embarrassed me in front of everyone.
Right.
Harvey Weinstein just pointed and laughed at me.
Oh, did you meet him?
Yeah, I did. It was kind of awkward.
Awkward.
When you're presenting a film where at the end Christopher Nolan's just wanking himself off, you're not proud of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.